Are you all right? No, I mean, are you sitting okay?
I worked with you. Why am I here? I don't understand.
Chasing you with a machete.
With a machete?
Yes.
Can you tell me why I'm being detained?
Hey, why don't you go work in a f***ing city, motherfucker?
I'm actually surprised that you guys are here for this.
Predators come in all shapes and sizes and turn up in places where you'd least expect them. They can be coaches, medical professionals, and even police officers. On today's episode, we're going to focus on 7 cases where unsuspecting predators were caught in the act, and you might be shocked to see who they were. Jesus Abdiel. We begin at a bar in Key West, Florida on March 11, 2024, where officers were dispatched to the bar after a male patron allegedly grabbed a female. When bar security told him they were going to call 911, the man dropped a bombshell. He claimed he was a police officer. When on-duty officers arrived, the suspect was ready to fight them. Let's see how they handled it. The victim met the officers outside and explained what happened. She made a point of mentioning that if she was back home in Miami, she may have shot him to protect herself.
Bye-bye. And then he's like, oh no, but you told me. So I was here, he was where you're at. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, you gotta ask her. When I went like this, he went like, I'm like, touched it, I walked away. And then I grabbed the guy that was here.
Where did he touch you exactly on your body? On your ribs?
And I was, okay, I had my phone here because I was looking for an address because I'm not from here, I'm from Miami. So I was looking at an address and I'm like, okay. So when I went to do this, he grabbed me by my hands like this. And I'm like,
But not on your behind, just on your arms?
and like I told the security, you guys work here different.
No.
Florida is open carrier. In Miami, I would have shot him. Because, okay, we're talking, that's fine. I'm trying to leave. Why the hell did you touch me? I don't even know you. Huh?
Which one was it, the black or the...
Yeah, the one with the black one. Nah, with that. Yes, I do.
Let me start getting some information from you, man. So they're down there talking to him now. Somewhere around the corner. I just want to make sure, man, that he grabbed you by the arms, not by the hand or nothing like that. Okay.
If he would have done that, trust me, my phone was on his face.
Are you here with friends? Okay.
The officers later found out that the man had been an officer for less than a year. Knowing that, they wanted to make sure the woman was very clear about the details of the story. The young officer acted as though he'd done nothing wrong and had no idea why he was under arrest. Once he sobered up and saw the surveillance video, I'm sure things would be much clearer.
Who's your supervisor?
It was Sergeant Muller, but now it's
Mueller?
No, not anymore. Sergeant Daughtry, I guess, cause he
Daughtry?
Daughtry, yeah, but he hasn't even. He's new. He hasn't even,
Like D-A-U-T-R-Y?
Daughtry, I honestly don't know, but he hasn't even been on roll call with us yet. It would have been this, or it would have been tomorrow. Of course.
So Jenna was your supervisor?
Yeah.
On the road or?
On the road, yes, road patrol.
Okay, all right. Okay, they're gonna come explain everything to you,
I
okay?
have not touched it.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's fine.
And then supposedly he works for the county too. What do you think you're drunk now?
Oh.
They're reviewing cameras right now.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's being accused of battery on a female.
Yeah, I briefly heard that.
So then I'm like, check the camera. He's like, oh, it was with you. And I'm like, yeah, with me. And that's when they brought him down. And I saw that one of the officers. He's like, so the sure. So I'm like, oh, they call the cops. And that's when the security went to get me.
Okay.
Can I call Sergeant Mueller, please? Or any sergeant for MCSO? Can I please do that? Cause I'm pretty damn well sure I didn't give me no battery, please.
Please just chill out. We're figuring something out, all right? Relax.
And then when he grabbed you, did he say anything?
Honestly,
That you know of? Okay.
honestly, I don't know. because I'm like, let me get away, let me get away.
So you just, at one point, you just weren't comfortable with the conversation
Yeah.
and you wanted to leave.
Because he was talking to me, I guess he was trying to speak Spanish, and I'm like, oh, you know, like you can speak English, I speak English.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the hell he said, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. You gotta ask her, because I guess he was asking for the girl dressed in blue, her number. Oh, you gotta ask her.
He was charged with battery. Up next, we move from a local police officer in cuffs to a federal agent. Scott. On May 31st, 2023, in Paradise, California, a woman placed a 911 call after her ex-boyfriend allegedly assaulted her in her vehicle, preventing her from leaving the scene. He was a federal agent, and when law enforcement officers arrived, he had a lot of explaining to do. When officers arrived, the suspect gave his side of the story. He claimed that he was a federal agent and they were still together, but she was wearing an engagement ring and was leaving town with another man. That was supposed to be his excuse for being violent, I guess. Let's see what the officers thought.
This argument started you guys started talking in Body Zone?
I've just walked up to her and I haven't seen her since.
Okay.
You know, and so I've been worried sick. I call, text, and then excessive amount.
Yeah.
Trying to figure.
No,
I'm not going to downplay that.
Of course.
And then when I saw her, you know, she's got in the parking lot. She's got an engagement ring on. Says she's leaving town with somebody else.
Okay.
We've been together from like nonstop for the last couple months. We got a dog together. We've been, you know, doing life together, and then suddenly.
So you saw her outside of Body Zone.
Mm-hmm.
You started talking. She walks over to her car.
Yeah.
So after she's in her car, what happens between the car and Winn-Dixie's? That's what I'm trying to because I heard the argument took place in Winn-Dixie's. So how I played
I think she walked this way, and then I went inside back in the gym. And I grabbed my bag, and then I came out here and I saw you guys rolling up.
Okay.
See, this is like your sergeant that just showed up. That's her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
So there's been a lot of that's been festered because of all that.
They were both in the gym. He wanted to talk to her. She didn't want to talk to him. She kept trying to avoid him. She went out to her car. He followed her out to her car.
Okay.
She tried to close the door and put it in reverse. He got between the door and her, wouldn't let her close the door. So she tried to get out of the car. He pushed her back in the car. So you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
And then two kind of maintenance workers here in yellow shirts, Hispanic guys, started yelling at him. And then she got out of the car and went into Winn-Dixie and called 911. So we have domestic battery.
Okay.
The officers weren't buying what he was selling, and after less than 5 minutes of listening to his story, he was placed under arrest.
So it's okay, I help you, we can blah, 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 blah. Puppy, man. My house smells.
Who wanted the puppies?
I've been looking at them, but I've been dragging my feet. And she's got a dog, so she's like, no, it'll fine. Like her dog, Milo. She's like, Milo have a friend, they'll play together.
Oh, now there's two dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you do me a favor, turn around, place transponder back?
So I got, can I make a real quick phone call before?
We'll give you a minute when you get there. You can just call from the...
My son's at home by himself with a friend.
Okay. How old's your son?
15.
15. All right. Who would you call?
I would probably call him and then call my friend Carol.
Okay.
Can you guys tell me why I'm being...
Yeah, so we PC for battery. We have witnesses, independent witnesses, so we're going to make the arrest. You'll probably get a bond. You can bond out, and you just got to go through the process. And everything kind of lines up according to what you said.
Can I just make a real quick phone call, a couple calls for work, and then?
Why don't we see you in the car? Where's your phone on you?
It's in my pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll help you out.
An officer wanted to be clear on the details of the story, and he still claimed that she was to blame for everything.
Now, what I wanted to ask is, you said that the argument started, that you tried to speak with her in the Body Zone, she walked away, and you just followed her, trying to speak with her. Did at any point in time you guys get to her car?
We did.
Okay. When you guys were at her car, at any point did you put your hands on her to stop her or
By the arm, yeah.
Okay.
There was she opened up the door. I put my hand on the door wedge. She closed it.
Okay. Okay. That one?
Yeah.
Okay. So she closed the door on your hand?
Closed on the hand, and then it obviously didn't close.
Okay.
Like I guess the triangle there. And then when she opened back up, I did try to grab her just to try to talk to her. I just kept saying, like, just give me 2 minutes to listen, maybe 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
So at no point in time did she try to get out of the car and you shove her back in there or anything?
She said, if you don't leave, I'm going to kick in the nuts.
Okay.
And she did the leg motion, and then I did put my arms up and stop her.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So I'm just, like I said, man, I'm just trying to get like down because you know there's always two sides every
For sure.
and I'm just trying to figure out what all occurred. You know, I'm trying to speak to, you know, apparently there's more people in the area. I've tried to speak to a lot of them. A lot of them didn't really see what occurred between you guys. So I'm just trying to get down to, like, you know, the nitty gritty of said story.
As she was leaving, I tried to approach her. She kept walking. I didn't know if she had her earbuds in. She opened the door, put my hand in the door. She saw me. She slammed on my hand. Obviously, my knuckles were pretty swollen.
Yeah.
Whenever I moved my hand out, I did try to grab her.
Yeah.
And try to spin her around just so I could talk to her. And then she said she turned. She said, I'm going to kick you in the nuts. I put my hands up. I did put my hands up.
Yeah.
And then there were people that were working there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Who did say something. They said, are you guys okay? They said, yeah, we're fine. And then she got out and started walking towards Ross.
Okay.
Into the door, it was closed. And then she started walking towards the Dixie, and I said, hey, your car's unlocked. And then she went towards the Dixie, and I waited. I assumed
of course.
I assumed she was going to call the police.
Yeah.
The agent was charged with battery. Our next case takes us to Florida, where a cheerleading coach was accused of not being able to keep his hands to himself. Vigilante Haiti. In Winter Garden, Florida on March 27, 2022, police officers responded to a report that a cheerleading coach had touched more than one teenage girl inappropriately. The man, identified as Vigilante Haiti, wasn't handling the allegations well and told the officers he might pass out from anxiety. They were as caring as they could be based on the circumstances.
Sorry, bitch.
Can it be in front of me? Can the handcuffs be in front of me?
We'll see, but usually no.
Okay.
I'll do what I can. I'm doing everything I can to make you comfortable.
Second set of these?
Give me a second. I got something that might work.
You want to walk over there, boss?
Yeah, let's walk over here. Go ahead and here. Come here. Take them off. Take them off. Come here. Here, come here, let's go. Come over here to my car. Come over here to my car so we're not standing out in the middle of the road.
They're right there. I'll grab them.
All right, just stand still for a second. Hang on one second.
Hey, do you have any type of anxiety or anything like that? No? Let's have a walk over here.
Come here.
I got my phone in my pocket.
We got your phone.
And my keys in my pocket.
Here, you can sit, lean up against that.
So, I'm going to share some information with you, alright? You're not handcuffed right now. I want you to remain calm and be cool, okay? There's an outstanding warrant issued for your arrest. It's out of Lake County, okay? So your beef is not with us, okay? I understand, Sergeant House and you have a relationship, okay? We want to maintain professionalism and respect, okay? But we still have a job to do, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get you secured. We're going to confirm the warrant, okay? We will provide all the information with you, okay? And we will be, like I said, cordial, respectful, and mindful, okay? If you feel like you're going to pass out or if things are going to become too overwhelming for you, you need to relay that to me, okay? Because your well-being at the end of the day is still a priority. I will make sure that we get you evaluated so nothing escalates from there, okay?
As the officers tried to give him a rundown of everything that was about to happen, he got a call from his wife.
What I don't want, because stress is very, very powerful, I don't want to see that happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's probably my wife calling me.
All right. Here's what we're going to do for now.
It's my wife.
Where's his phone at? Can you talk? Can you talk to her on that?
Yeah.
Kirkland.
Talk to her on that.
Hey, Kels. Hey, I'm with Jerry. So, you know house. So I'll call you back. Okay. Okay.
We can call her back in a few minutes.
Okay. They said we can call you back in a few minutes. Okay.
Kirkland, pull your car up so you don't get rear-ended over there.
Let me do this too. I'm gonna, because I don't want that getting messed up. Can I take that off you?
I think it does. Yes. Can you see without these or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put them right here on the hood of this car. All right next to the lock.
Hang tight for me.
You just overwhelming and off guard.
Listen, I got to put them behind your back, but I got these, okay? And they're bigger, so they'll fit your wrists, okay? All right. We'll give it a minute.
We'll give it
a minute. Let's wait for confirmation. Did we send for confirmation?
No, not yet. Let me do that.
Let's go ahead and send.
Dispatch 204. You can show one secure at this time. Can you set for confirmation?
When he was placed in the backseat of the cruiser, the reality of what was going started to hit him, and he broke down.
Here, let's do this. Pull your feet back out and just go ahead and lay back. Is that going to be better? You can literally put your feet up here. Are you good? Are you good there? Okay. Are you all right? No, I mean, are you sitting okay? You got any more questions before you go? All right, she can try and make it quick as she can, all right?
All right. Can you just call her to get me? How long will it take before they can get me?
It's going to be a few hours, okay? It's going to be a few hours. And worst case, and I'm being 100% honest with you, Vidge. I don't want to hide anything from you. Worst case scenario, Sierra 1. If they're going to extradite you, you'll have to stay. That means take you to Lake County. You'll have to wait at the Orange County jail until they transport you to Lake County, and then you'll get bonded out in Lake County. And it's a 50-50 shot. I don't know how they do it. I don't know the process or how they decide it. I'm just letting you know there's a possibility that you might have to stay there till Monday or Tuesday until you go to Lake County. I don't know their schedule. I don't know how it works. I just know that sometimes the way that the jails work, they'll allow you to get bonded out from the arresting county, because this is two counties. This warrant was issued in Lake County. We're arresting you in Orange County. We can't take you to Lake County. We can only take you to Orange County. So if they're going to extradite, then they'll transport you to Lake County and you'll get bonded out there. Okay?
He was charged with multiple counts of lewd and lascivious molestation on victims aged 12 to 15 years old. The suspect in our fourth case was accused of assaulting an 18-year-old chiropractic assistant, but he said she was making the whole thing up. 18-year-old assistant. On February 14, 2022, officers in Athens, Georgia received a call from an 18-year-old chiropractic assistant who claimed that she was assaulted in one of the therapy rooms the day before. She told her co-workers about the incident as soon as it happened, and after a sleepless night, she decided she had to call the police. The officers visited the office after receiving her call, and she had to repeat the painful details to an officer. She claimed he was a regular, and though he'd never put his hands on anyone at the office that she was aware of, she described him as being a weird guy. Her boss verified that he was indeed strange.
Tony, are you the one that was assaulted? Okay. Just, if you want to kind of just give me some background information. Is this patient somebody that comes here a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure the frequency, but,
What's the patient's name? About how old is he?
I think he's 34, 32.
Okay. Has he been a problem in the past?
No, he's just a little, off for sure. And he has made me a little uncomfortable, just, the way he carries himself, but nothing seriously occurred until yesterday.
Okay. Is he a white male?
Yes, sir.
Do you happen to know his birthday, or could you get it for me at some point? Okay. Okay. And we'll probably need his address and phone number too. And then just tell me briefly what happened yesterday.
I did write it here. I took him to the room. He was getting stim therapy, and I was sitting at the computer, and I was asking him the normal subjective questions, what's your pain level? And he just kept interrupting me. He said, you need an adjustment, like chiropractic adjustment. I was like, oh,
Okay.
no, I don't. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, oh, the doctors already did it today. Like, I'm good. And I said, no. And he grabbed me by my arm and turned me around. He grabbed me like this and picked up my whole body and brushed it up against his.
Okay.
And the first thing he said is he laughed and he said, you're light. And I started crying silently, and I walked out. Summer said, what just happened? I was like, nothing. And she's like, what just happened? I started crying, and I threw up out there because I was so disgusted.
Okay.
He also said, I'm not going to touch you. And I said, no.
Mm-hmm.
And he just grabbed me.
Okay.
And, doctor did kick him out.
Okay. Did you guys call the cops yesterday?
I think the only thing she did was get in touch with the VA.
Okay. Is he pay, or is he here sitting here by the VA?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you feel like it was groping, or was he just trying to do some chiropractic thing to you, or?
Well, I mean, I've thought about it a lot, and I think anybody would know better. And he did grab me here, and I felt everything.
Okay.
So, and I couldn't even take my clothes off yesterday. I couldn't use the bathroom. I couldn't do anything.
Okay.
When the officers interrogated him, he claimed the female assistant was a willing participant in a game they were playing. He expected the officers to believe him because he'd never told a lie in his life.
Okay. So the day that I called you about, can you explain to me from the beginning what happened that day?
I don't remember the whole conversation because I've been dealing with my father-in-law who's about to have to go in for triple bypass surgery, so I don't remember a lot of the details. I've been stressed out about that situation. Only thing I will say about the whole incident was the assistant gave me permission to do so. I picked her up. I put her down. Nothing more, nothing less. There was no foul play. There was no foul language. No nothing. There was no. I don't do that. I've kept my nose clean for 32 years, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Okay. Do you remember the day at all?
Barely at all.
Wait, do you remember going into the office that day?
I remember going into the office, but after that, everything was such a blur because the doctor pretty much rushed me out of the office and cussed me out, and I was so upset. After I get upset, I just forget about everything. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I've been tied up with my father-in-law also, so that's been a big stress on me as well.
Right. Do you remember the person that you saw for treatment that day?
It was the treatment when he was started. It was the assistant before I get the treatment.
Okay. And what was going on? Like, what were you and the assistant doing before anything happened?
I was just sitting there conversating. I don't remember what the whole conversation was, but we was just sitting there conversating, and that was it.
Where were you in the room?
I was sitting on a bench about yay long. I remember right about yay long. I was just sitting on it talking to her. That's all I was doing.
Was this in the lobby or in the room?
In the room.
And was there anyone else in the room with you guys?
No.
Okay. And where was the assistant sitting?
At her computer, and like I said, we were just conversating, and she gave me permission to pop her back. I put her down immediately afterwards.
Can you explain to me what you mean by pop her back?
All I do it because I have 2 character witnesses that would attest to this. I do not pop nobody's back unless I have their permission. I have 2 people who can attest to that. All I did was right here, up and down. That's it.
So how did the conversation move to?
I don't remember because, like I said, I've been so stressed out with my father-in-law. Because I didn't forget all about this whole incident. To be honest with you, because this has not been on my worry list.
I understand.
The officer tested his theory about being a liar by asking him what he might expect to see and hear if there was video surveillance in the room. The walls were closing in on him.
So what I've got you saying right now is that she never told you no, and that she gave you permission.
Yes.
So would it surprise you, or what would you say that if I said if there was possibly a video or audio recording of that room when this took place? Because here, let me remind you, there's no allegation that you touched her inappropriately. And if you two correct me if I'm wrong, Officer Odom, but you didn't touch her breast, touch her with your hands, anything of that nature. It's that you picked her up against her will. Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you again to think about. If there was an audio video recording of that room when this took place, you have just now told me that she gave you permission and that she never told you no. So I'm going to ask you to think real hard about those answers. If there is an audio video recording.
If there is, I will go out and sit down and watch it.
Well, that's not what we do right here. What I'm asking you now is I'm getting your side of the story to see how honest you're going to be.
I'm being straight up honest with you, sir. If there was anything across the board, I will not whatsoever, because to me it's a detriment of my character. I would not pick up just any random person anywhere in the world without them giving me 100% permission. I'm not that way. Because I have 2 females I could call right now that will testify to my character.
Well, here's the thing. How old are you?
I'm about to be 33 in April.
So I'm 45. So we've been around a long time. And by no means am I an angel. I'm sure you're not either. I'm not judging your character there. But everybody has good character after the fact. Okay? Everybody has good character when they can pull in character witnesses. That's because it's hindsight is 20/20. Well, so that's what I'm saying to this is about what we've got to determine what your motives were, and what we're judging now is your character and your honest ability. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
The more excuses and justifications he tried to throw at the officers, the more they had to work to get him to understand that his words carried no weight, and all that mattered was his actions and the law.
No, it was about week 2. She agreed to it, and she let me. And I said, done the same thing I would have done for this lady right here.
How many times have you been in this doctor's office?
Multiple times.
How many times?
I started going back to December. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay. How many times have you had contact with this young lady?
We've spoken very briefly, but that was it.
Okay.
Very, very briefly. I don't usually conversate.
So, now look in our situation. I want you to look at, you are now Detective Cook or you're Officer Odom. It doesn't matter who you pick to be. You've got a young lady that says, she told you no numerous times. You picked her up against her will. And the way she describes it is, and I get what she's saying, she sees it as bouncing on your area. That's going to happen if you're trying to truly pop her back. I get it. I get that. I know exactly what you're talking about. But you got this young lady that feels violated. When we talk to you, you claim, nope, she gave me permission. But also, I don't really remember how we got there. I don't remember the story, and I blacked out. I don't remember the day. With this possible video and recording, I'm going to ask you about it. If there is one.
If there is one,
then what I'm saying to you is, and what we know, what would you do if you're sitting in our seat?
I'll just be trying to get to the bottom of it, because to me, this is just a waste of my time.
You're not helping us get to the bottom of it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm being completely honest, because I've been dealing with other stuff. I put that to the back burner. I have not thought no more about it.
I get that, but this officer called you on Friday. I've never been in this situation, but I can sympathize and think, I'm going to pull up every fact of that day and go over it 100 times over this weekend.
And also, I was dealing with my father-in-law this weekend too.
Fair enough.
I was busy with that. But the only thing I can say is what I said a while ago, and I stick by my story. I would never intentionally do that to somebody. I'm not jeopardizing my marriage, my job, anything else.
Well, I don't think that would jeopardize your marriage. It's not to that level. But if this young lady was sitting right here in that chair, you would look at her with the character man you tell me you are and say, young lady, you told me I had permission. That's the story you're sticking with.
Yes. And then I said, and I would tell her, I'm sorry, I would never ever offer it again to anybody.
Right, but I'm focusing on, you're going to look her in the face. If
yes, I would.
And say, you gave me permission. What are you going to say when she looks at you tearfully and says, I told you 5 times no?
Then if that's the case, I'm saying, I'm sorry, 100% across the board. There must have been a misunderstanding. I am sorry. As a detriment of my character, I am sorry.
He was charged sexual battery. We're moving back to Florida for our next case, where a man armed with a machete terrorized his girlfriend as she ran screaming for her life. Seavers in Stuart, Florida on June 17, 2023. Law enforcement officers responded to a disturbing 911 call. The caller claimed that they heard a woman screaming for help in nearby woods. When they arrived at the scene, they were met by the alleged victim, Amanda, and she told a haunting story of her boyfriend chasing her through the woods with a machete. The officers desperately needed to find the man, identified as Seavers. The woman was frantic, and it was clear the threat she faced was real. After hearing her story, the officers had a hunch that the man was likely high on some type of drug. She confirmed that was the case.
You're not in trouble. Who's back there?
This guy's trying to hurt me.
Where
I'm
is he?
leaving.
Where is he?
He's in the woods.
What did he do? Hold on.
He's chasing me with
Listen,
a machete.
listen. With a machete?
Yes,
Hold on. You're not going anywhere. You cannot leave.
I have to. I can't stay
I
here.
told you you're not allowed
I
to.
cannot stay here. He's trying to hurt me, and you guys won't help me.
Yes, we're here to help
You
you.
won't help me because I'm
We are
homeless.
here to help you.
You won't help me because I'm homeless.
Okay, listen. Look at me. Hey, look at me. My name's Officer
This is
Ford.
the second time I've been attacked by a dude in the woods. If you guys don't ever help me, you turn it on me.
Listen. What is this? Listen. My name's Officer Forbes. This is Officer Tyson. We are here to help you tonight. Okay? Where you said he's in there with a machete?
I'm all by myself, and I'm hunted like a damn.
Advising a male was chasing her with a machete in the woods. 10-4. We're 10-12 with her now outside behind Walmart.
Nobody
We're
helps
sure
me.
see if Air 1 is in the air or if they have a
crazy
canine.
because I'm receivers. I can't. I've got to leave.
Do you want him
I just
arrested?
gotta leave town.
Do you want him arrested?
I just want to go.
Ma'am,
I just want to be
ma'am,
okay.
it's
no.
a yes or no question.
I don't want him arrested.
Do you
I just
want him
want to
arrested?
leave.
Okay, then hold on a
No.
minute.
You don't want him arrested?
No.
for
I
attacking
just
you
want to
with a
leave.
machete?
No, because he's being with. It's mind control.
Then just hold on a minute so that officer can get your information. Brian, she doesn't want to press charges. Just come back over here.
I just want to leave. I just want to go.
Okay, well, he's going to get your information.
Okay.
Do you have your ID on
Who
you?
called you guys? Yeah.
Somebody from the apartments called because they heard you screaming for help.
He's attacked me 5 times, and I keep going back like an idiot.
Okay. Are you guys dating,
We
boyfriend, girl?
were.
Okay.
We were, but we're not.
How long ago did you guys stop
2
dating?
months. 2 months we've been dating on and off every 3 days.
Okay, so you guys
I'm
have
not
been
doing it.
you guys have been an on and off relationship for 2
Every
months.
3 days, yeah.
Okay.
With the victim's help, the officers began the hunt for Seavers. They'd get even more help when a neighbor pointed out where he dropped his machete.
Can you take me and Officer Ponte and show us where this happened at?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
I can show you exactly where my camp is. Here,
Okay.
Let me get it. Fine. Well, I don't have my backpack, so I don't have a flashlight. Do you have a flashlight on your phone?
Yeah, we got a
I
flashlight.
don't have my phone or nothing.
That's
Can
fine.
you call my phone and see if we can hear it?
Yeah, when we get back in there, I'll have dispatch call because I don't got my phone on me.
I can show you where I was, and then I can show you where he's at.
Yeah. Well, show me where the I want to try to find that machete.
Okay, well, she took it to her campsite, so it's at Denisha's campsite.
Can we go through another place that's not so thick? Here, come on, come down here. How about?
Listen to me. She took the machete and 2 knives because he tried to kill himself earlier today because I was leaving it.
Who did?
Okay, Peter. He tried to kill himself.
Who took the machete?
Denisha. She took the machete and 2 knives from him that are bloody.
Is that back by the boat?
That's right here. I'll take you right here.
By the boat.
No, the boat is where he lives.
Okay, so this camp that's right here with the young man and woman is who took the
That's who
knife.
took the machete and the knives from him because he was trying to kill himself. Okay, because I was leaving.
Eventually, the deranged psycho was spotted on the side of the road, not far from the woods, and he was taken into custody. He must have been out of it because he asked why he was under arrest.
Up here, I'm gonna roll you inside, all right? All right.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I got you.
Well,
I got you. There it is.
I got you. You're gonna roll over and wherever. Sit on your for me so we can lift you up. Sit on your
right there.
Sit up. There you go. Sit up. All right, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. I was expecting.
It's all good, brother.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, brother. That's my stuff.
Now, can you tell me why I'm being detained?
We'll get to that in a second. Put him in this car. All you need to know right now is you're being lawfully detained, okay?
Why?
For an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon case. Has he been fully searched before we put him in the car?
I just searched him. I want to get his front.
Who did I do that to?
Listen, I told you why you're being detained. We don't have to play the game right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
All right. I didn't. All right.
Just wanted to get his front.
Zero 4127.
Severs was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and resisting arrest. Our sixth case involves yet another Florida man, and this one decided he was going to break into his ex-girlfriend's house. Breaks into ex-girlfriend's house. On February 9th, 2022 in Daytona Beach, Florida, law enforcement officers were called to a residence after a caller reported that a man was trying to break into her home. She claimed she knew the man and identified him as her ex-boyfriend Nathan, and she added that he was trespassed from the property. Nathan wasn't in the mood to be reasonable and had some choice words for a female officer at the scene. The officers can see the man on the property, but can't tell if he's carrying a gun. The woman wasn't sure if he'd be armed or not, and the officers weren't about to take any chances.
Hey. Cop, he just went behind this thing right here.
I'm in the window here.
Okay. He's behind it. Do you know him?
I served unlawful detainer paperwork on him.
Uh-huh.
My ex-boyfriend.
Get up here. What do you guys get up here?
Yep, go. He's right here, right there in front of you, right there. Right there. He walked in right here and closed the door, right here. You can have a gun, anything, right here. Where you at?
I'm right here in my bedroom.
Does he have a gun on him?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay.
Did he go in the gate?
He went
Yes,
right
sir.
here in the gate, right here,
He
yeah.
pull on that string and try to open it, but he probably locked it. I saw him go back in there. He was in
Go around that
my
side.
friend's vehicle over there taking things out, and
All right,
that's
we
why
need
I
to-
called. I have my
Get around that
security
side,
cameras
Lock it.
here.
All right, just be quiet for a second.
Yes, sir.
Go get on that side. Get cover on that red SUV. Is there access to the backyard from your house, ma'am? Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
can I come in your house and get to the backyard?
Yes, can I come to the front?
Yeah, come to the front door.
Get off the phone, whoever you're on the phone
Come to the
with.
front door.
Yeah, he's...
Huh?
There's no access to the backyard.
They eventually apprehended him in the backyard, and he had no love for anyone at the scene, specifically a female officer. He let her know that he thought women shouldn't be allowed to be cops. He also said the police were a waste of tax dollars and acted like a proper tough guy. The tough guy act stopped when he realized he was going directly to jail. Then he played the victim card, claiming that he needed medical assistance for multiple injuries.
Hey, get that f***ing shit off my shoulder, especially with your little Watch out for that lip, little boy. Oh, mother burgerly. That didn't f***ing happen, mother. Hey, walk this way. You ain't that f***ing strong, boy. Yeah, are you that strong? Yeah, are you that strong? You could stop me? You sure? F***ing bull cops. How old are you, boy? How old are you, mother?
Mine's after this side.
Big f***ing threat, huh? Hey, why don't you go work in the f***ing city, mother? Tampa, you get served up. You just get. How's a fat cop gonna do anything for anybody? Nothing.
Get in.
Sit, please. You jack me up some more. And you're that I'm that one. Hey, Afghanistan, bro.
You want to kick your shoes off?
What?
You want to kick your shoes off?
Why?
Because I need to search them. Kick your shoes off for me.
Search my shoes?
Yes.
Never heard about that.
You're being arrested, so I get to
I've
search
never
you.
had to take my shoes off being arrested.
Okay, take your shoes off.
And what am
Take your shoes off.
And what am I getting arrested for again?
For armed burglary.
How did I armed burglarize anything? When you guys,
You got served. You got served by the sheriff department. Papers to not be here.
You're gonna have to take my boots off, sweetie.
Just kick them off.
I can't kick them off. They're laced up.
Alright, let me see.
Unlace them.
Take them off.
You gotta unlace them better than that.
Okay, no,
I can't kick them off like
They're
that. They're
perfectly
too tight. They're too tight.
You got gloves on? Or gloves?
They're too tight. See, I need medical attention.
Oh my god.
Right now.
I'm calling. Thank
Call
you.
them now.
9 Delta 11 to Central.
Call them.
9 Delta 11.
I'm cuffed too tight. I got two broken shoulders.
He's complaining of a whole bunch of medical stuff.
9 Delta 11.
Can I have
Emergency.
medical en route to me? Just for a vitals check.
Emergency.
Absolutely.
Emergency.
Nathan was charged with armed burglary and resisting arrest. Our final case involves a man on the sex offender registry, a drone, and a bathroom window? You don't want to miss this one. Christopher Jones. In Cranston, Rhode Island on June 21st, 2023, police officers were dispatched to the home of a convicted sex offender, Christopher Jones, after a neighbor alleged he used a drone to spy on her in the bathroom of her home. Let's see what Christopher would say to try and stay out of prison. He knew exactly why the officers were stopping by since he was the one who placed the call. Based on his call to dispatch, they feared he might harm himself. As they talked more about what was going on, the officers got a surprise when he admitted to what he'd done.
Yeah, I already spoke to the owner. They were worried about you for some particular reason. So I called the owner. I called the second in charge.
Yeah, they said that you had called. They were more concerned because apparently you never call out. You're always there, and they were just the way you were saying sorry. They were just very concerned about you for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but
I'm actually surprised that you guys are here for this. I was waiting for you guys to come pick me up.
For something that happened earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you talked to anybody about that?
What do you mean?
Like detective-wise or anything?
No.
Do you still have to, are you still registered?
No, I mean, that my prior incident.
That's all?
That's all done. It's almost 25 years ago.
Okay. All right.
This is a new issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I was contacted by the family last night at 10:30.
Okay.
It's basically invasion of privacy.
Okay.
Very ashamed about this. Very embarrassed.
Okay.
But I had a drone, and I actually flew it in the neighbor's yard, and which I thought that was what
we're here for right now.
Yes.
Jones thought he was doing the right thing for himself, but was unaware that he had owned up to a felony.
All right, Christopher, step out for me. Let me hand this back to you. All right. So here's what's going on. There is an investigation, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're aware of that. You kind of know what's going on with that.
Right.
We're asking if you would like to get in your own truck, follow us down to the station, speak with the detective that's going to be handling the case. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, maybe it's not. We don't know. It's still being investigated. So, as of right now, there's no charges against you, okay?
Yeah.
So we're not going to take you. If you would like to come down to the station and clear this all up on your own, we would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you at this point.
Well, if there's no charges against me right now,
Correct. We would like to clear this whole incident up Obviously, you came out and you said some things to us.
Right.
We would like to clear this up. If you would like to come down and speak with the detective that's going to be handling this case and clear the air today, we would appreciate that. Like I said, it's completely up to you.
Yeah. My only fear is that I go down there and I speak to the detective, and not with legal representation, and then I end up staying there. You know,
if you'd like to call an attorney, speak to whoever you need to, and then come down and speak with them.
The owner of my company, I spoke to him this morning.
Okay.
And he has a lawyer that he uses, and he was going to run the situation by him to get his legal advice.
Okay.
And then refer me to someone who specializes in this sort of.
What would be a good phone number for you?
Myself.
Like I said, we really appreciate you being so cooperative with us.
Well,
and
you know, I mean, like I said before, you guys have a hard job, and you know, not.
That's why, like I said, you have your rights, and we're not going to say you have to come down. We would like to clear this up today, and whoever you end up talking to, just if you would like to come down and clear the air, clear whatever this is up, we'd be more than happy to get this done and over with today. Okay.
This officer tried to make him comfortable enough to go down to the precinct voluntarily, and for a minute, it looked like it would work.
But yeah, I would like to help you out the best I can, but I would like to, you know, speak to some legal.
Like I said, there is an open investigation, okay? And the detectives would like to speak with you, but like I said, you don't have to go down there. We would like you to clear it up, but you don't have to right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But we do appreciate the cooperation. Okay.
Oh, I appreciate your concern.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
A walk to the front door wasn't what Jones wanted to see, and his decision was made for him.
Just come outside for me.
You want me to grab my wallet?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. I knew when you guys hung around that.
I'm gonna take it out of your pocket, okay?
Oh yeah, okay.
We're gonna do it. I'll cuff you at the car. We're not gonna do it for any neighbors.
All right, thank you.
You've been nothing but good with us. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Well, I was gonna ask you if you could, you know, give me a little courtesy. I know it's not protocol, but.
Oh yeah. No. It's all tinted back here. They won't even see it. Pretty quick. I don't want those to tighten up on you. Alright, go ahead and have a seat. Get you right out of here, back to the station, okay? Alright. 109. One custody supervisor on scene, being route G13 with a mail.
One in custody of 1101. Transporting to CPD headquarters.
Yes, we're gonna explain all your charges the second we get back to headquarters, okay? Are you on probation or parole right now? All right, so with it being 11 o'clock, I don't know if there's afternoon session of court, okay? Hopefully there is, and we can get you right down there. Yeah. All right, if there's not, we'll have a justice of the peace come in. It won't be till a little bit later, though, okay?
I don't know if you know this,
Jones was charged with felony video voyeurism